Hey, how you doing? Just cooking some stir fry here. Came out of a package. Beef, beans, peppers, things like that, I guess. I'm sitting down right now, which is kind of weird. I couldn't get the camera angle right, but you know, with me in the frame and the pot in the shot, you know, a pan, whatever it is. But man, that recent Brett Cooper video. Have you seen that, Brett Cooper? That's crazy, man. You know, she's that chick was wearing on the red carpet. I forget who it was. That brown dress. That was Brett Cooper was saying that that dress just covered her nipples. You know, it was revealing, man. That's crazy, man. That brown dress on the red carpet. And she's kind of pushing back against that. It's, you know, it's a bit too revealing and scandalous and this and that. You know, which is okay. She's a conservative lady, that girl. But shit, man. I'd say, you know, a bit judgmental, I would say, you know. What she's doing, Brett Cooper, she's knocking something before she's tried it, you know. That's what I'm saying. And, you know what I mean? How does she know it's not good? Like, for instance, if I was her producer, you know, buy a dress like that for her, make her wear it, you know, just covering the nipples sort of thing, her nipples, and, you know, and we're definitely not going to go to jail at the end of the video, you know. But, you know, and, you know, see how it works for her videos that she posts online, you know, and perform while she's wearing that. That's what I would say. And then she can make that call, you know what I mean? That's what I would say. But I mean, at some point it crosses the line, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, like she was in Cancun, right? You know, hot day on the beach. Couple shots of tequila maybe she had, this girl, you know, and she's doing a live stream, doing her political commentary sort of thing, bikini top, you know, and she starts waving her hands around, blah, 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 doing her thing, and you know, next thing you know, her tits are out with her nipples hard and showing, and this and that, and you know, sweat, you know, all on their tits and stuff like that, and she's doing her, still blushing and continuing with her political commentary there, you know what I mean? I would say, and then, you know, at that point, doing a live stream, you know, at that point, as the producer, I'd say, no more, bro, that's like too crazy. I would say, like, you know, don't do that shit. At that point, I would say it's too much, I would say. But that's just what me thinks. I don't know. It's just a guy cooking a stir fry in his house sort of thing, you know, but I don't know, man, that's what I think, but what do you guys think? So yeah, I think last night or the night before, I think the night before, last night, a friend came over and recently I quit my job at the resort there. Idea Resort. He came over here mostly to drop off a couple of suitcases. We put them in my spare bedroom there. Yeah, it's like he had moved out of his staff house accommodation. So he's going on where he already left on a big trip. And, yeah, I mean, and he dropped off a gift for me. Don't worry, I'm actually not gonna drink it, but it's a special blend, JP Wiser's. Big bottle, you know. The generosity of buying the big bottle was nice, you know. That's pretty cool, you know. Maybe if I bought the gift for somebody else, it would have been like a Mickey, which is like the smallest bottle, you know, cheaper, but I don't know. Or maybe not, but you know what I mean? I'm staying sober. I'm not gonna drink it. It's a kind gift, so I'm not gonna give it away. But I guess if I have some people here, friends, then they can drink it, you know. But I don't feel too bad about having it in the house, you know, as have a couple bottles of alcohol up there in the cupboard and in the kitchen. And they've been there for a long time. I think my parents dropped them off, and haven't drank any since I think Christmas Day, where I was nursing a hangover. I think I told you about it. I got drunk at a party on Christmas Eve, and it helps with the hangover, with the withdrawal from a hangover, to have a shot or a beer. You know, I know that from my alcoholic days. But yeah, this guy, he has his master's in finance. He's very smart, very genius. Used to work night audit together. I mean, the last position I had at the resort was a duty manager, but he used to work night audit together at the resort there, which is like, I don't know, at the end of the night, it's like starts at 10 p.m., goes till 6 a.m. And basically, you know, looking over payments and stuff, and you know, there's the Clover machine, which is a brand name, and well, company name. Interact machine, you know, maybe for the front desk, you know, and then print off a report at the end of the night, sort of thing, and it'll tell you the MasterCard payments in total for the front desk, you know. But then it was also posted in a Room Master program there on the computers, and you know, posted by the front desk agents. And basically, those totals in the Clover and the Room Master need to add up exactly. If they don't, then you have to find what happened. Stuff like that, and things like that. There's more to it, but well, yeah, he was like, you know, the fucking master, and well, one of them, and I learned a lot from him, and you know, yeah, but you know, he came here. Again, mainly to drop all those suitcases, keeping them, storing them for him, and but also it was nice because we had a little chat afterwards. The table in his living room here, had a couple sodas, just talked for a while. You know, it was good. Try to avoid the isolation. You know, it's bad for mental health. Isolation. Yeah. So we had, and then, yeah, but I will include a little clip of me and him right about now, and kind of proves that I do have friends and I'm not totally isolated, but it's good to play it now. Hey man, where are you going tomorrow?
Matt, I'm going to visit Dubai, and after Dubai, I'm going to visit my parents back in Pakistan.
Nice. What are you gonna do in Dubai?
I'm just going to see belly dance, shisha, hookah.
Fuck yes.
Fuck yes.
That sounds good. And I wish I can come, but
Yeah, sure, you should visit Dubai.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
all right, man. Thanks.
You're welcome. Take care. Stay warm.
Thank you. Yeah, my right heel's cracked. I don't know. It's kind of fucked. It's kind of painful sometimes. I actually went to touch it the other day and actually made my finger bleed. It's pretty crazy. I don't know what happened there. Well, yeah, I don't know what the hell happened really. You know, I wear proper footwear, I think. But weird. But recycling is overflowing here. It's kind of fucked. But I'll get on that tomorrow. And nice weather lately. Maybe plus 5 degrees Celsius pretty soon, a couple of days, which is pretty nice for this time of year, February. Can be very cold in this part of Canada. Very cold. But that's good. At work, you know, job I recently quit at the resort. I had a folio, as many of the staff do, and it's like an account on the computer there. And basically, you go to the restaurant at the resort there, one of them, any of them. And if you know you don't have your credit card on you, debit card, cash, you have a folio, just give them the folio number, 4-digit number. Turns charge the meal to the folio. You know, it gets taken off your paycheck, or you get a certificate, put it on the folio, and you have credit. The credit doesn't get taken off your paycheck. They give birthday certificates there, Christmas certificates there, you know, as a gift from management to staff and stuff. Like, it wasn't a manager, but it should be manager. But you know, so this is nice. But you know, the management, I'm not gonna, is what it is. I do agree with the policy, but you know, managers were getting a $200 Christmas certificates, you know, so which is a substantial amount, I would say. I mean, that's a lot to just give to them, you know. You can take that out of the restaurant's profits, or you know, sort of thing, but, you know, or whatever you say by the cost of it. You know what I mean? But my concern was, you know, yeah, because I recently, I'll go off on a bit of a tangent, but went to see the Human Resources Administration lady there, and give like a report of, you know, what I quit my job, and you know what I thought that they could improve upon the resort and stuff like that. And so I did that sort of thing, and we wanted to know my reason for quitting and stuff, and give them that. I'm not going to get into that. But I also asked, what's going on? What's the deal with my folio, though? And if they wanted to just eliminate my folio, which been like, okay, you know, because I think that would be reasonable. Like, hey, quit, your folio is done. It doesn't matter if there's a credit on it, and that's kind of how it is. But they're like, no, we'll let you keep your folio and your credit on your folio, and you can use it until I think June 2026. Which is pretty cool. Nice of them. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably do that pretty soon. Get some pizzas or that. But you know, I really need to start losing weight. I said I was gonna do that, so it's pretty bad. You know, not doing so well with the weight loss thing right now. But I will get on that. And been smoking some cigars, which I don't recommend doing. But I do love the feeling of the nicotine rush. But yeah, now I'll get on with the other part of my video, thanks. So in recent videos, I've been talking about a speaker that I ordered from Best Buy online. It just got delivered the other day, so it was nice. It's a JBL Boombox 4 splash-proof Bluetooth wireless speaker Squad. It's pretty cool in color camouflage. Yeah, I really like it a lot. It's loud. I'm going to show you it in a bit, but it's loud, it has good bass, good sound quality. It was kind of funny because I didn't check the dimensions of it online, which I should have, but you know, I didn't actually look at how big it was. Because at some bonfire parties that, you know, I went to not long ago when I was working at the resort there, you know, this guy I worked with would bring a JBL speaker there. You know, we played music, and it was like this big. And yeah, so I just assumed it would be that big, my speaker that I bought. It's about $700 with tax Canadian. Yeah, and it's like way bigger than that, holy cow. But I don't know, I think it's probably louder, and I want it loud. I want it nice and loud. I'm just hoping it don't wake up don't piss off the neighbors. Yeah, but I guess I was thinking that I was gonna like take it easily from my desk, computer desk in my living room here to my bedroom so I can play music in both places, but the speaker's quite big, so I'm not sure if I haven't taken it to my bedroom yet. It might be a hassle to do that though, but yeah, I like it a lot. I'll show you that video of it now, okay? Man, I'm not a big duvet guy anymore, you know. I think I just want a regular thick blanket. The fucking what do you call that? So there's shell. I don't even know what the different parts of the duvet are called. There's the cover and the inside, but the inside keeps on getting out of line. I keep having to put it back and shit like that. It's annoying and it gets out of place. I'm thinking, Sarah would not put up with this bullshit. It's gotta have, So, but yeah, it's tough. Tough. So probably get a regular blanket. Yeah, now I realize Dr. Jordan Peterson was right. You should clean up your room, and so I did. Tidied up there. But, it's good to get your shit together. And actually, this living room is a bit of a mess. I'll have to get this together, as well as my recycling. I think I mentioned it before. But it's good before you start, criticizing the world and stuff. Hi there, this is how to preserve some meat so it doesn't go bad in your refrigerator. Just gonna pop it in the freezer. What you don't wanna do is put it into the freezer as it is, or the meat will stick to itself. Plus the plastic wrap on top is no good, it'll get freezer burn probably. Or if you grab a very large Ziploc bag sort of thing and put all the meat in there, it'll just stick to each other. And it won't snap off like you think it would. It'll be a pain in the ass. And so you want to put in individual bags, really. Just get, zipper seal bag or any bag that'll work, I think. And just take these are pork chops. Take a bit of any meat. Take it, put it in the bag, seal it up, and just do that. I'm not going to show it and bore you, but do that for the entire. I'm going to do that for this entire pork chop stack or whatever it is, And I'll show you what I'm going to do in a sec. Just open up your freezer, pop them in the freezer there, right? And they'll last for a very long time. And when it's the morning and you want to cook some meat later on, let's pretend these are frozen. They're not frozen. You just take them out. And they're going to be frozen like a brick. Take one out. And then you throw it on your countertop and let it thaw for the day and then cook it later on. And that's about it, thanks. Now you might be wondering where I picked these up. I just picked them up at the local grocery store there. And these pork chops. And yeah, it was good. I was at the cashier there and she had a name tag on. I think it said Sarah. And, I had a lot of stuff and I was just trying to get the meat, and it had it was some cream and some eggs, and I was just trying to get into one bag there. I was just packing the bag full and it wasn't really working and stuff like that. And I was pushing in there as hard as I could sort of thing. And Sarah said, I think if you keep ramming that meat into that, as far as back as it'll go, I think you're gonna break open the eggs and the cream, and you're gonna get the cream in those eggs and stuff like that. And I said, whoa. And I was like, I don't want that at all, Sarah, So, yeah, I'll be more careful next time for sure. Thanks. Hey. I've been watching some Sarah Safari lately. She's been lifting up her shirt and shit like that, man. I don't know. Man, think about it. As you get to the point, you study success with women, you've been around the block. You're just, as a man, she's no longer affected by shit like that. And, last thing I'm going to do is be in my bed at night, on my back, writing about her on my phone and shit. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit. And, but, I don't know. If it's not affected by a woman's appearance, that Sarah girl that, her laugh, her smile, that face, a gorgeous face, that body, I'm not affected, but trip, man. Again, it's no big deal. Like I said, I'm not phased, but, that video, her in that maroon low-cut shirt there, woo, but, whatever. I mean, shit, man. She was with that guy, and they're feeding each other and shit. It was difficult to see that. It's difficult for me to watch that. But, whatever. Well, I got through the shit. I mean, seems like an okay guy, you know what. But at the end of the day, fuck that guy. Honestly, fuck that guy. But, anyway, Um, yeah, bro. Hey, recently I created a vision board. If you don't know what that is, it's like a poster and you put different images on it, things that you want in life, stuff that you want in life. And it's kind of like motivation for yourself. You can post it on your wall, you can keep it on your computer, you can look at it every day. It reminds you what you're striving for and things like that, you know. It can be different for every person. If you want a nice sports car, you can put that on there. If you want a nice house, you can put that on there. If you want a garden, you can put that on there, you know, a husband or whatever it is, or what else, like money, I'm not sure, friends, a vacation, you know, whatever it is, I guess. And, you know, but I'll show you what I did for my vision board. Hey, how's it going? So, yes, the girl I want, you know, and actually this is pretty crazy. You know, I'm gonna like take away some of these. We don't want to scare the hell out of this girl, you know. You want to end up in jail faster than, you know, is necessary, sort of thing. Let's take it down to maybe 3. Can't promise 3, maybe 2. You know, technically she's wearing clothes in this picture, you know, so it's, my vision is a bit different, but you know, to each their own. I hope you guys, when you make this your vision board, you don't include this girl, but you know, so that's a no-no. But yeah, here's a house, nice house, money, Toyota Supra, which would be probably my dream car. Nothing too fancy, actually, not the biggest dream car there, but there it is.
But if he's smart, funny, driven, very dedicated to his craft, has a good personality, gets along with like people, isn't too nice to other women, a little mean to other women, maybe.
Hey, get out of here! Go on! Get the hell out of here!
Thanks for watching.